I am Jess, and one professional learning experience that I was facilitating that did not go very well was a Google Workspace training that I was doing for K-12 teachers and school leaders. And I did not know that some of the people in the room had not chosen to be there. That was a requirement for some of them. And I also didn't know that there was such a wide range of abilities, both in technical proficiency and then also just in ability to use the tool and understanding of how to implement and incorporate that into their teaching practices. And so I had a lot of participants who didn't get what they needed because they were overwhelmed. The session was moving too quickly for them. They weren't able to keep up with, the rest of their peers and be able to really collaborate and ask questions during the session. And then there were also a lot of participants who didn't get what they needed because they were at a more advanced level and they needed a different entry point. So what I often do now is I try to make sure that I start my sessions by telling people, this is your learning, this is your opportunity to take whatever you can and bring it back into your classroom, take it back to your students. And so I really try to encourage them to personalize the learning experience, to take ownership of their learning, and to really do what they can to make the most out of it and get the most out of it for themselves and for their kiddos. The other thing that I like to try to do is I usually create a shared resource document. I'll pre-populate some resources and some information based on the presentation that I'll be giving. And then there's also spaces for comments, questions, note-taking. And so it becomes also a collaborative note-taking document that is then in existence during the session and then also after the session that people can reference. And it also works as a great way to start kind of connecting them in an online community of practice if that's something that they want to do. And then the last thing that I try to do is I usually make sure that there's some kind of one pager video tutorial resource document. A lot of times I'll make a technical training and I will put GIF tutorial information in there as well so that they can see it in written and in visual form. And then I also try to make sure that I have some links or references to other places where they can get additional learning. Especially I like to send them back to, in this case, the Google Help page and the Google EDU page. I like to help my participants to really know where to go to get the information. And also I want to make sure that when they get back to their schools, they have a really quick, easy way to share those things and get their colleagues and their principal excited about it too. So those are some of the things that I have learned over the years.